Santa's Castle is a pretty decent film. It's really creative. It's a nice story within a story. Visually, it's stunning, very brightly lit with a lot of really gorgeous colours. Not my version of Santa Claus. When I think of Santa Claus, this is not the person I think of, but that didn't really affect my overall enjoyment. This was released in 2018. It's directed by Deufemia, written by Amanda McNeice, based on the story by L. Frank Baum. This is the story A Kidnapped Santa Claus, which I'd never heard of before, so I thank the film for introducing me to this, and it stars Donald G. Baker as Santa. And it actually starts off with L. Frank Baum, played by Robert Notman, and he starts to tell this story, and then the rest of the film is the story within the story of how Santa Claus was kidnapped by some rather interesting characters with some... On the one hand, it looks really cheesy and corny makeup and special effects, but at the same time, it looks kind of great as well. And as I said, I really loved the visuals for this. And obviously with Santa kidnapped, it's up to some other people to try and rescue Santa and also save Christmas and make sure the presents are delivered. It's a decent story. I have no idea how it compares to L. Frank Baum's story. This is the first that I've heard of it, so if anybody does have any thoughts on that, if you do know how it compares or want to share any thoughts, please feel free to do so. But certainly I enjoyed it. I thought it was a fun story. I'd say it's maybe slightly more of a children's film than something the whole family will enjoy, but if, like me, you do tend to have a penchant for children's films, then I think you'll rather enjoy it. The performances are really good, the narrative is really good, the pacing is good, visually absolutely stunning. And yeah, it is a little cheesy and a little corny here and there, but in a way that's rather charming, and I quite liked that. It's a decent story, it's really good fun, and I rather enjoyed it, and visually it is an absolute treat. If you're looking for something that's a little bit different, then I'd say Santa's Castle is definitely worth watching. I enjoyed it. It's a fun film. Very well done. I don't know how it compares to L. Frank Baum's story. Again, if anybody has any thoughts on that or can confirm if it's really similar or if it's quite different and just loosely based, obviously I'd be very keen to hear more about that. But for now, I'm pleased to say that I think Santa's Castle is a pretty good film, and it's one that I'm happy to recommend.